Pomme puree, or pureed potatoes, is a classic French dish that's typically featured as a side. For this dish, it's essential to use a starchy potato as it lends itself better to the process of puree and will result in a softer, more desirable finished product. One of the more common mistakes when making pureed potatoes is overcooking. We want to cook our potatoes to the point of being soft, but not so much they begin to break down and disintegrate in the water. Also remember to let the potatoes dry somewhat after removing them from the water. The key to a successful puree is to have no lumps or large bits of potato in our final dish. This is achieved by pushing the potatoes through a strainer or the use of a food mill. Replacing the excess water with fat, in this case milk, butter, and cream, results in a rich and creamy final dish. We've already peeled our potatoes, cut them to a uniform size, and cover them in water to prevent oxidation. Place in a saucepan with enough water to cover. We'll bring this up to a boil and down to a simmer until the potatoes are tender enough to be pureed. Now that our potatoes are tender, we'll allow them to dry a bit and for the steam to subside before moving on to the next step. At this point, you can press the potatoes through a strainer. We're going to use a food mill. Scrape the bottom. Now we can stir in our hot milk and cream. And whole butter. We'll season with salt. Pepper. We want to mix just until combined. Over mixing will yield a gummy potato puree. Pureed potatoes are a staple on most menus for some very good reasons. They are relatively inexpensive to produce. They can be enhanced with a wide variety of seasonings, cheeses, and additions to create many unique dishes. And they're very popular. This technique produces a lighter and richer pureed potato than most common household mashed potatoes. It is this extra attention to the process that allows the chef to elevate this common food to make it more impressive and delicious.